How you doing, sir?
Hello, Deputy.
Deputy Sanchez with the PASO County Sheriff's Office. Notice you have a light on your license plate there.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
I think I pulled you over last time, not North Loop.
I still have the warning citation inside my binder.
Yes. All right, let me just get your information. Can I see your driver's license?
Yes, sir.
Where are you headed to right now?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't answer questions.
What's that?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Why is that?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't answer questions.
Vehicle under your name?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't answer questions. I have the registration document here if you'd like to see it.
Do you have your actual driver's license on you?
State law says I just have to exhibit, and that is a more than adequate copy of my license.
All right, give me a second.
Yes, sir.
We've already seen that the Code of Criminal Procedure gives a job description of sorts for magistrates. It does the same thing for peace officers. We'll discuss peace officers' general duties according to the Code of Criminal Procedure in this screencast. The first duty of a peace officer according to the Code of Criminal Procedure is to preserve the peace. Preserving the peace doesn't necessarily mean just breaking up fights. As you are probably aware, the mere presence of a peace officer affects people's behavior. In order to preserve the peace, the Code of Criminal Procedure requires peace officers to interfere, in other words, take action to prevent or suppress crime. A peace officer is also required to preserve the peace by executing all lawful court process. Court process includes serving warrants and legal writs such as evictions. Next, to give notice to some magistrate of all offenses. This means that a peace officer is required to take action or notify a magistrate of all offenses he or she comes across. This section must be interpreted carefully, though, since it doesn't take into account police discretion and the impracticality of a peace officer arresting every single person whom he or she comes across who has committed a crime. A strict interpretation of the statute would eliminate all police discretion and flood the already overloaded court system. The Code of Criminal Procedure continues to require peace officers to preserve the peace by arresting offenders without warrant when appropriate, so they may be taken before a court and tried.
Where's Officer Mendoza?
Hey, sir, just get out of the roadway or I'm going to cite you, okay? For jaywalking. Did you hear me? Did you understand me, sir? You can't walk through like that unless it's a crosswalk. Do you understand that? see your ID for me? Can I see your ID? The reason I'm asking for your ID right now is because you're jaywalking. You can't cross the street like that unless it's a crosswalk. Do you have your ID with you? I'm asking for your ID right now. Are you understanding me? I need to positively identify you right now. Do you have your ID on you? Do you understand what I'm telling you? Or no? You jaywalk, that's illegal. I need your ID right now. Do you understand? Yes? Do you not understand? Can you step this way? Let's go. Step this way. I'm asking you to step this way.
Is that an order?
Huh? Yes, sir. Actually, the order is your ID right now because you jaywalk. That's illegal. You understand jaywalking? You need a crosswalk to cross from where you started right now, where you pulled over, to walk on this side. That's called jaywalking. Do you have your ID? I need your ID to properly identify. Let's go, sir. Let's go this way.
Why you grabbing my arm?
Because I'm asking you an order. You're not listening to me. Let's go.
So it's an ask or an order?
It's an order.
Oh, for jaywalking?
No. Jaywalking is illegal, and that's what you just did in front of us, in our presence. And I'm asking you for your ID, and you're failing to provide your ID. You understand that?
Well, I was just
Let it go. Whoa. No, sir. I'm going to tell you right now. It's an order now. Put that down and give me your ID. Do you remember me? I remember you.
Where's Officer Mendoza?
Mendoza is not here today.
I got an axe to grind with him.
Okay, but if you can go ahead and just...
I'll stay right here.
for me,
I'll stay right here.
Okay, just don't...
I'll stay right here.
My traffic stop, all right?
This is my traffic stop now.
It's not your traffic stop.
It's mine.
I need you to stay over there.
I need you to get to work.
As long as you don't interfere with my traffic stop, we have a...
This is my traffic stop. Get to work.
Go ahead and...
This is my traffic stop. Get to work.
In this screencast, we'll discuss the Fourth Amendment and its protection from unreasonable searches and seizures. First, though, let's look at the historical context of the Fourth Amendment. Under English law, the saying was, if the constable blunders, the crook should not go free. In other words, if the police made a mistake, it shouldn't result in the charges being dismissed. Now, this was a problem because it encouraged the introduction of evidence as trustworthy when it wasn't. Whenever a police officer violated someone's rights, they could just say, whoops, I made a mistake, and the charges wouldn't be dismissed. So the Fourth Amendment tries to prevent this. It protects us from unreasonable searches and seizures. It's important to note, all searches and seizures without a warrant are initially presumed to be unreasonable. Now, there are many types of searches without a warrant that the courts have recognized. Those will be discussed in Unit 7. So what is a search, and what is the purpose of a search? A search is considered a prying into hidden places. A search of a man's person, a house, or property. Searches are conducted in order to locate persons, contraband, not jail contraband, criminal contraband, fruits of a crime, and tools of a crime, such as a gun used in a bank robbery. The Founding Fathers recognized that sometimes searches and seizures would need to be conducted. They had to ensure only searches and seizures that were reasonable would be conducted, though. So in the Fourth Amendment, they created the requirement for a warrant and what it would have to contain. A warrant must first contain probable cause. Probable cause has been defined as facts and circumstances which would lead a reasonable person to believe a crime had been committed or a person had committed it. Warrants must identify what is to be seized, such as a person or an object, name or describe a person, place, or thing to be searched, and now this involves the who and the where, They must command a police officer to search. It's a magistrate's order. Therefore, it has to also be signed and dated by the magistrate.
My name's Andre.
Hi, Angel, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you on Facebook? Oh, okay. You mind if I give you my number?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, give me your
Yeah, I don't have a pen or nothing. Or maybe you could write it down. It's 915-781-4330. Yeah, 915-781-4330.
Do this all the time?
Yeah, I do these all the time, and I just wanted to show you some of my other videos. And
That's good, man.
yeah. Well, I'm tired of them searching people when they're not supposed to be, because they go through everybody's cars, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like, just for a traffic stop?
Just for a tail light or a license plate.
That's what I got pulled over.
Yeah.
You brought a K-9.
Because they wanted to go through and that's why this camera's here. So.
Appreciate that, man. You did good.
Hey, no problem. And I'll talk to you later, man.
Hey, I'll let my people know. That way you can see your videos. I'll text you that way you can send me your Facebook.
Well, actually...
Detective Martin McFadden, age 62, is walking the beat he's known for years in downtown Cleveland when he comes across three suspicious individuals. The detective surmised that they were casing a local store. After observing the men for some time, Officer McFadden confronted them and began to pat them down. Upon doing this, the officer felt a pistol in the coat of one of the men. After commanding the three suspects up against a wall, Officer McFadden seized guns from two of them. When the three men were booked, two of them were charged with carrying concealed weapons. The defense stated that the two men, identified as John W. Terry and Richard Chilton, were unlawfully searched and that the weapons seized from them could not be used as evidence. Although they claimed the officer violated the Fourth Amendment, the Ohio State Supreme Court still found them guilty. What is the Fourth Amendment? In simple terms, it protects people from being searched or having their things taken away from them without any good reason. However suspicious the defendants had been acting, they still believed that Officer McFadden had no right to search them. They decided to appeal Ohio's ruling to the Supreme Court. The majority opinion of the court sided with that of the Ohio court. The search of Terry and Chilton was deemed reasonable. The dissenting opinion of Justice Douglas stated that, to give the police greater power than a magistrate is to take a long step down the totalitarian path. This case was recently cited in Arizona v. Johnson, when police stopped a vehicle and searched an individual based on reasonable suspicion. Terry v. Ohio was decided in 1968 and translated the Fourth Amendment into more power for the police to search whomever they choose based on reasonable suspicion.
This is the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the first section. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Any person within its jurisdiction cannot be denied the equal protection of its laws. To me, the 14th Amendment, especially this idea of equal protection under the law, is the whole enchilada for me. First of all, when you talk about protection, that implies that there must be a harm someplace that you're trying to protect someone from. That opens a door to have a whole discussion about reality. A lot of this stuff floats above reality. It's all abstract principle. But to have equal protection under the law means that you're going to have some permission for some activism from the government. You're going to have some permission to talk about inequality, unequal treatment, unfair treatment for they were contemplating African Americans, but they say everybody. So it doesn't say equal protection under the law unless you're a lesbian. It's not what it says. It doesn't say equal protection under the law unless you're African American. That's not what it says. It says if you're in the jurisdiction, you get equal protection under the law. That's radical. 10,000 years of human history, that's radical. And I think it's very, very important that we uphold the 14th Amendment. We talk about the First Amendment, we talk about the Second Amendment, we talk about sometimes the Fifth Amendment, but we don't talk about the 14th Amendment enough. Equal protection under the law.